600 military lawyers are being sent by the Trump administration to run U.S. immigration courts. The first group of these attorneys could be assigned as early as next week. Now, there are definitely a couple problems with this. First, military attorneys have little to no experience in U.S. immigration law. And immigration law is one of the most complex areas of law. Normally, judges train for weeks and then spend 2 years on probation in order to make sure that they get it right. They're also paired with an experienced mentor when they start. But now military attorneys could be deciding life and death asylum cases in U.S. immigration courts with just a crash course. Now, immigration courts are already overwhelmed with over 3.5 million pending cases in the backlog. And instead of getting more trained judges, the administration is throwing in unprepared substitutes. Not only does this undermine due process, risk unfair rulings, but it also could be illegal. There is a federal law that prohibits the military from enforcing civilian law unless Congress authorizes it. And this matters because using military officers to run a civilian court could essentially constitute martial law. Now, to make this possible, the Justice Department also relaxed its own rules by saying that any lawyer could be a temporary immigration judge. And now these positions could be extended indefinitely. Now, this is really important news because immigration law is not easy. Right now, the plan is to send military attorneys to these details at immigration courts for about 6 months, but 6 months is barely enough time to get a grasp of immigration law, let alone figure out these very complicated cases. It's really important to push back against this, so hopefully civil rights groups file a lawsuit against this move. It's also really important to have a strong community response. So pushing back against this with public pressure is really important. And if you or someone you know is facing immigration court deportation proceedings, now is more important than ever to have experienced legal counsel. And share this if you can, because Americans need to know that our civil courts are going to start looking like military tribunals. Follow us for more immigration news and information.